really fun, and it was just so nice because, you know, I was performing, but, you know, everyone, you know, it's like, it was crazy to think that everyone there came to see me. Like, they actually did come to see me perform that night. It was so, like, out of this world, surreal to me, because it was hard to believe that. It's like all the people here wanted to come see my show, you know?
And they're paying money to go see your show.
Yeah, that was just so bizarre. It's like this room full of people. They came to see me. What? But it was really cool.
You know what's amusing though? Sometimes before, you know, you head into go for your concert, you have your line of fans just, you know, standing there and screaming for you, and you've got a group of girls there who are screaming, going all crazy over you, and then you also notice the mothers and the crowd, and they're all nuts over you as well. You've noticed them, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, what thoughts cross your mind when you see that?
Well, it's usually people are like, like usually when older people, they're like, oh dear, I'm not supposed to be like that. It's like, why not? And they're like, I'm too old for you. It's like, well, you're not too old to listen to the music. Maybe you're too old for me. But as long as you don't put it that way, as long as you're just enjoying the music, I guess. What I'm doing is enjoyable to like all ages. And it's not just limited to my age group, which a lot of people would think. But you know, and like the crowds that came to the shows, it was really like there's a variety of different people, so it was really neat, and I thought it was really cool.
I'm sure it's not easy to keep it up because you've got a whole crowd of fans there who are just waiting and dying to see you. They waited for hours, and you're there on stage. When on Idol stage, you'll be singing a tune or two, and not even a full song. But now you're going solo, and you have to sing 17 numbers sometimes in one night. How do you keep up that energy?
To see how my endurance has grown has been, how my voice has strengthened. It's been really neat to see that. It's like, wow, I've made it so far already, and I'm just so glad, and I feel so blessed to be able to overcome that and to have these opportunities to go on tour and to sing it. It's like every time you hit that stage, like right before I go on, it's just like that energy just comes and over. It's so, like, just fills me up, and it gets me pumped and ready for that audience who's out there. And then when you go out on stage, you feel even more energy.
Do you think when you go on stage and you feel that energy, you become a whole different David Archuleta? A side of you that you don't know and never knew?
Yeah. I mean, I'm still David, you know, but it's just, you know, a different side, like you said, and it's just a different feeling you feel. There's nothing like that feeling of being on stage and singing to people. I love it. Memories supposed to fade. What's wrong with my heart? Shake it off, let it go. Didn't think it'd be this hard. Should be strong, moving on. But I see you sometimes. I try to hide, but I feel it.
We've watched you sort of, let's say, transform, grow up, I mean, whatever you may call it, from a shy 17-year-old boy to a hot performer on stage.
I don't know if it's
Who helped you unleash that?
I don't know. I guess it's been the fans and the audience who, you know, that connection you feel with them and that energy. It's helped a lot. I mean, even with this tour, I mean, it was like about a month in time. And from the first show, I was like, oh my gosh, how am I going to be able to move around the stage? And I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know if my voice is going to hold up to the end or not. And it seemed like the more I did it, the stronger my voice got.
Speaking of your fans who, you know, you said just jump up and down and just want to grab you, or, you know, have a piece of you, do you enjoy all the attention when they come up to you and say, David, sign this, you know, I want this, get it signed up?
You know, the fans have been really great. They've been really nice and really respectful and really just friendly. And it's been great to see that because like every venue, it's like all the people who worked there would say, your fans are so friendly and so nice. We haven't seen fans like this before. And you know, the venues I did do were smaller, and so it's like, you know, it's more, they had seen rock bands and stuff like that, and independent stuff, but so maybe the fans are a little more crazy, but it's just like venue after venue they kept saying that, and I was just like, wow, that's so awesome, because they're like, you know, they'd say like, oh, we usually when we'd announce, oh, we're running a little behind, and we're like, oh, and like complain and stuff, and they just say, oh, okay. So it's just like, you know,
awesome?
Yeah, it's just nice to know that the fans are just nice and friendly, and that they're always giving gifts, and sometimes they can give an overwhelming amount of gifts.
It's always nice to receive gifts as well, and their good heart and good wishes. Let's talk about one of these songs that you sang at a concert. I mean, people heard it for the first time at a concert. You know what I'm talking about, Zero Gravity.
Yeah.
It was not on the album. It wasn't released, but everybody's absolutely loving it. So when can we hear it?
I don't know.
That single?
I have no idea. I'm not really sure. I mean, it's all up to the label, and if they want to release it after the response, because you know they weren't, you know, people weren't like so sure about the song. I mean, it was one that we really experimented with but it was just a really fun one for me to do, and for one to write and stuff.
And you wrote it, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what was even cooler for me, because it was like a song that, you know, people thought wouldn't work out and stuff, but we decided to put it in the show for a tour anyway, just so we could have something fun.
And it just worked out great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I mean, the audience, it's like every time when people come up to me afterwards, if I run into them at like a restaurant or on the street, or after the show signing or meet and greets and stuff, I like to ask people, it's like, oh, so did you enjoy the show? Do you like the show? What song did you like? And so many of them say Zero Gravity
all the time. Yeah.
And it's just crazy, because like they've never heard it before, but I think that's part of what really drew them to it, is the excitement of the song and the energy. And me, I had so much fun. I'm always like, you know, jumping around and stuff and it's so cool to see everyone else jumping into it. It's just, that thrill is just, amazing.
I can see it.
So
from the way it's
hopefully from this reaction, you know, we might.
Hopefully we'll see something,
hopefully we'll see something happen with it from the response.
He's a young boy, so very charming, very